Candace Owens is going hyper viral for her take on what actually happened to Charlie Kirk, but there's another take.
My husband's team, security teams, friends are somehow, and myself, implicated in his murder.
I believe that there are people at Turning Point who are engaged in covering up what happened on that.
This Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA, and now Erika Kirk herself situation, it is spiraling out of control.
If we spent all of our time going through every single accusation, we'd get nothing done at the office. Nothing.
This is not a matter of time constraint. It is not her priority to respond to the majority.
The receipts keep coming, and this time they're exposing something nobody saw coming. A woman who claimed she hadn't dated anyone for 5 years was actually living a completely different life. And the deeper you dig into her past relationships, the more disturbing the connections become. What started as a simple contradiction has spiraled into allegations involving secret meetings, scrubbed internet histories, and a web of connections that all seem to lead back to one tragic event. The woman at the center of it all, Erika Kirk, and the man she was supposedly in love with, he's no longer here to tell his side of the story. But first, let's talk about the relationship that someone desperately wanted to hide. Erika Kirk and Phillips were together, and they weren't subtle about it. Instagram posts, painting dates, public appearances, they had it all. People commented on their photos calling them relationship goals. They were that couple everyone thought would last forever. Then something strange happened. Every trace of their relationship vanished from the internet. Photos deleted, posts scrubbed, comments erased. It was like they'd never been together at all, but the internet never forgets, and people started finding the breadcrumbs they left behind. An old tweet from September 2017 surfaced showing Kat and Erika on what he called a painting date. The caption made their relationship status crystal clear. This wasn't speculation, this was documented proof they were together. Yet both of them went to extreme lengths to make this evidence disappear. Here's where the timeline gets interesting. While Erika was dating Kat in 2017, there's photographic evidence of Kat hanging out with Charlie Kirk that same year. They played basketball together. They were friends, close friends apparently. So if Erika was with Kat and Kat was tight with Charlie, how does Erika's claim that she didn't meet Charlie until 2018 make any sense? The math simply doesn't add up. Either someone's lying about when they met, or there's a reason they needed to create distance between these relationships in the official narrative. But Erika's dating history goes back even further, and what people discovered completely destroys her carefully crafted image.
I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. The things I've discovered this past week are enough to burn the house down. Charlie was betrayed by everyone.
On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, I forgive him.
I could have never forgiven Tyler Robinson for whatever part he played in this. If you really care about your team, answer the questions. Just demystify the entire event. Come out, sit down, answer the question. Don't believe that he was the lone person involved. I don't even think he's the person that killed Charlie Kirk.
During a CBS town hall on December 14th, she made a very specific claim. She said she hadn't dated anyone for 5 years before meeting Charlie. 5 years of being single, focused, and unavailable. She even explained why. She'd seen how terrible the dating scene was through her roommate's experiences. She painted herself as someone above the typical dating culture, someone who preferred coffee and brunch to drinks and nightlife. She said she found drinking unproductive and didn't operate that way. It was a compelling story of a woman who knew her worth and waited for the right person. Except none of it was true. During those supposed 5 years of being single, Erika was living in New York. She even appeared on season 3 of a popular reality show filmed in August 2018 in the Hamptons. The cameras captured her doing exactly what she claimed she never did, drinking alcohol at social events. The footage doesn't lie, even when people do, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Before her reality TV appearance, Erika was in a very public relationship with Tyler J.T. Massey, a professional baseball player. This wasn't some secret romance. Arizona Foothills magazine featured her calling him her incredible boyfriend. There were professional photos of them together that looked suspiciously like engagement shoots. The relationship was serious enough that people are now examining footage from a 2015 political rally where Erika appears standing next to someone who looks remarkably like J.T. Massey. Between them stands a young girl, and the speculation about whether this child could be theirs has only intensified as more people analyze the footage. What makes this rally footage even more intriguing is who else was there. Tyler Bohr, the man who would later introduce Erika to Charlie, is clearly visible in the bleachers. The same Tyler Bohr who became Chief Operating Officer of Turning Point USA in 2017. The same Tyler Bohr who orchestrated what he claimed was a job interview for Erika, but was actually a date with Charlie. The connections between all these people go back years before the official story begins. They were already in each other's orbits, already connected through various channels. So why pretend otherwise? Why create a false narrative about organic meetings and chance encounters? Tyler's role in all of this deserves closer examination. He didn't just randomly decide to set up his boss with someone. He specifically told Erika she was coming in for a job interview, then surprised her with a date instead. That's not matchmaking, that's manipulation, and manipulation always serves a purpose. But let's go back to Cat Phillips because his story gets even stranger. His father is Tim Phillips, a heavyweight in conservative politics who served as president of Americans for Prosperity. That's not some minor position, that's serious political power and influence. Tim resigned from that role in 2021, with the organization citing personal impropriety, but never revealing the actual reason. When powerful people step down quietly and the real reasons stay buried, it usually means the truth is worse than any speculation. The Phillips family connections don't stop there. A Reddit user claimed the family runs what they described as a cult-like church, Cornerstone Chapel in Leesburg, Virginia. Kat's brother Barrett is listed as an assistant pastor there. Whether it's actually a cult or just an extremely insular religious community, the allegations alone raise serious questions about the family's influence and practices. Then there's the detail that made everyone pause. Kat has a pizza tattoo on the inside of his bottom lip. For most people, that might seem like a quirky choice, but Charlie Kirk had spent years claiming that pizza was a coded term used by criminal networks. The symbolism, the placement, the timing, it all creates an unsettling picture. Users also discovered Erika's involvement with something called Romanian angels. The exact nature of this work remains unclear, but it's one more piece of her past that doesn't fit with the image she projected. Every new detail that emerges seems to contradict the story she told about who she was before Charlie. But here's what should really make you think. Why did Erika and Kat work so hard to erase their relationship from existence? Scrubbing the internet that thoroughly takes serious effort. It requires coordination, technical knowledge, and most importantly, a compelling reason to do it. What were they so afraid people might discover? The answer might lie in what allegedly happened just 2 days before Charlie Kirk's death. According to Candace Owens, Charlie's security chief attended a secret meeting 2 days before everything changed, 2 days before Charlie was gone, and according to an eyewitness, Cat Phillips was at that same meeting. The witness claims they saw Cat there alongside Ryan Harpole, the security chief responsible for protecting Charlie. When shown a photo, the witness confirmed, yes, that was the person at the meeting. Candace tried to reach out to Cat for comment. She messaged him twice, offering an off-the-record conversation. His response? Complete silence. She also noticed something interesting. Cat regularly appeared on a morning show at his workplace, but he was mysteriously absent from September 4th to September 10th. If he was at that meeting 2 days before Charlie's death, his absence during this critical period takes on new significance. Think about what this means. The person responsible for Charlie's safety was in a room with Erika's ex-boyfriend just 48 hours before Charlie died. That's not a coincidence you can ignore. That's a connection that demands explanation. Yet Cat hasn't denied being there. He hasn't offered an alibi. He hasn't said anything at all. When someone is publicly accused of attending a meeting connected to a death and they choose silence over denial, that silence becomes deafening. It's the kind of accusation that would be easy to disprove if it were false. Security footage, witnesses, digital records. There are many ways to show you weren't somewhere, but Cat has provided none of them. The theories circulating now are explosive. Some believe everyone involved was playing a role, that this was a long-term operation that began the moment Tyler Bohr arranged that fake job interview. Was Erika placed in Charlie's life for a specific purpose? Was the relationship itself the mission? The timing of everything feels too perfect to be random. Erika's past relationships carefully hidden, her ex-boyfriend's presence at a crucial meeting, the way she appeared in Charlie's life through orchestrated circumstances rather than chance. Even the birth of her alleged child with Charlie, which no one can find any photographic evidence of despite her active social media presence. In an age where people document everything, where baby bumps and gender reveals flood social media, Erika's complete lack of pregnancy photos stands out. Not one picture, not one post, nothing to prove she was ever pregnant at all. Yet she claims to have had Charlie's child. Where's the evidence?
Our hearts, of course, go out to the family of Charlie Kirk.
We don't all align with his
his views, what I deeply aligned with was he said, when we stop talking, that's when things get bad.
They did call one of the lawyers working on this case. It was not convincing at all. He said, in effect, all we have is what the public has seen.
This is detestable, what's happened. Political violence has become all too common in American society, and this is not who we are.
I wouldn't know how it was planned. Absolutely, I cannot confidently make that statement. I can say confidently that I know they're engaged in the cover-up.
It is unfortunately emblematic of how our politics is being conducted today.
Meanwhile, Kat allegedly became a father in March 2024, according to his own statements. The timing, the connections, the hidden relationships, every new piece of information raises more questions than it answers. And at the center of it all is a woman who lied about her dating history, scrubbed her past from the internet, and ended up with a man who's no longer alive to contradict her version of events. The receipts tell a story of deception, careful planning, and connections that run deeper than anyone initially suspected. From reality TV appearances that contradict her claims about not drinking, to relationships she swore never existed, to ex-boyfriends at secret meetings, the evidence keeps piling up. What we're looking at isn't just a case of someone embellishing their past. This is systematic deception with a purpose. Every lie connects to another, every hidden relationship leads to another question, and every scrubbed piece of evidence suggests there's something much bigger being concealed. The question now isn't whether Erika lied. The receipts prove she did. The question is why. What was worth constructing such an elaborate false narrative? What required erasing entire relationships from existence? And most importantly, what really happened in that meeting 2 days before Charlie Kirk died. The people who knew the truth are either staying silent or no longer here to speak, but the digital footprints they tried to erase are slowly being reconstructed. And with each new receipt that surfaces, the picture becomes clearer and more disturbing. This isn't just about hidden relationships or social media posts. This is about something far darker, with implications that reach much further than anyone initially imagined. That's it for today, folks. See you in the next video.